So, brought the pups out. Rainy, leave it alone. I got met by flies and mosquitoes when I opened the door, and I opened the door and looked at it. One there, he's messing with one. Two more here. One of them chased a frog over there. Wow. I mean, we've had a couple bigger froggies hanging around the water. But give you an idea. These are little ones. The ones we've had hanging around are like 5 times bigger than these. I should look on the side of the house and see what I see. So anyway, I think I'm going to try to relocate these little buggers because, puppies are just too interested in them. And this is a puppy that hasn't gone down to go potty yet. I'll be darned. There's the moon. There's even some stars. Oh, they're not showing up on the camera. Yeah, there's clouds too. Oh yeah, the glow from Newburgh. Oh yeah, the glow from Sherwood. And there's a bandito. He's already been out. They just went back in. Oh, and Ghost, Balin, and they're gonna let me in. No. Hey, back off. Back off. So, time for their breakfast. Then I go feed everybody else. Let's see if I can get this because these two will pirouette. Pretty good at standing up. Where's my pirouettes this morning? Ghost is so... Food. Where's my pirouette, Ghost? Oh, jeez. And they were just doing it, too. Both of them were. Where's my pirouette? They're almost. Okay, well, I guess I better get them fed. I'm just going to guess it actually rained a bit overnight. I mean, the moon was showing, but once I fed the pups and came back out, there was no more moon. And there's stars above me, but I'm getting rained on. Rain gauge said like 1.25 inches now. So, 1/4 inch overnight. I'm working my way this way. Let's see what we can do this morning. There's the one that I think is a sweetheart. I don't know if she'll stick close, but 451's right here. She seems to like me. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. How are you? Do you want to say hello this morning? No? Okay. Careful. See what happens when you don't wish to say hello to me on a Sunday morning? Does anybody else want to come and say hello? You're just not sure? Yeah? I mean, some of you ought to be grateful for me. Helped a couple of you get out of the prison you were in. Yeah, and introduced you to your mothers. Of course, the last thing you guys remember is going through the chute and getting poked. I didn't poke you, though. No, I didn't poke you. Anyway, get my feeding done. Cows are sneaking over here because I know it's about time. Well, I missed her strutting, but she just pushed her way in. That end one there, she's got patches on her eyes. Brett knows who she is. The brat. Her mother. There's her mother. Ruby. Ruby. No doubt it's her, right? Oh yeah, look who she's next to. Her partner in crime she's been in the pasture with all summer. So standing next to her, of course she's pulled up into the feeder further. Looks like a longer cow than she is. So when I fed the heifers, the blue thing in the feeder, that's a half a barrel we use for salt mineral feeder over there. Put a scoop in there yesterday. It's gone. It's empty. It's clean. And for the boys over here, it's just the crap that's been left in the feeder. Old horse feeder with a rubber tub laying in it because they got flipped together. There's still some in it. Not much. That's like maybe a quarter of a scoop. So I'm going to guess they needed some minerals. I've been meaning to get to it for quite a while. Oh, and there's what I did yesterday. I slipped 3 bales. There were 3 big bales right there. Now they're here because the plan is to take some of those and set them up here where we can get to them. Part of them will go up on the deck, I think. And those 2 bales are the rest of the grass seed straw we had from last year, year before. 5 bales left. They can go for feed or bedding, either one. And I want to get into this because it's either going to go in the back barn or up on the deck. I think up on the deck. And then whenever we get a chance, hopefully before calving season, we'll get some hay, couple-year-old hay that Maury's got that's in much better shape than this. Throw over here. Rainy, you gotta move. I'm not jumping 4 feet. Now that it's getting a little more serious about the rain, I get to go to the back barn. See what I get. Well, I got interrupted while feeding. Finished there and came to the house. I just finished in the back barn and moved some hay up. And put the puppies out here while I was doing that. But while I was up here and I went to put the puppies out here, I don't know how well the video came out from last night with the froggies. There was at least a half a dozen. 4 of them were on the door. 1 was down here and 1 was headed that way. And, you know, I don't know how many there really were. Unfortunately, 1 of them made it in the house, and I found him on the edge of the rug there this morning. Poor bugger. Red's got to be mean to Ghost, but Red went into Ghost's pen there, so that's on Red. Anyway, at least I only got showered on getting from the barn to the house. And hey, I think I'm going to go back and find it and put it on my community page. Piper Doug's video this morning talking about mental health month, and you know, you got to listen to everything else he's telling you, you know, all the farming stuff too, but and he usually does these Canadian length videos, it's like 32, 33 minutes long, but a good chunk in the middle. He talks about mental health, and it's something good to talk about. If you need help, talk to somebody, whether it be a friend, a stranger, or you know, you go see a professional that deals with that kind of stuff all the time. And if you think somebody needs to talk to them. Get in their head, see what's happening. Anyway, that's enough of that one. I'm going to go put that on my community page right now. Maybe you'll see it before you see this video, maybe you won't. And I left their little beepers in the house, and they keep looking like we're going to go to the barn and steal dog food. A young friend here, but I think it's faux rather than friend. Part of the looks I got on it disappeared. My first thought was baby squirrel, and then my second thought was maybe it was a weasel. Yeah, it wasn't a weasel. And he almost walked over my foot. But on the plus side, it's not a great egger. It's a red squirrel. Don't see very many of them. Great eggers, when they're on the road, they somehow get smart and step out of the way just in time. Red squirrels, unfortunately, they're like the deer in the headlights on the road. Most of them you see are smashed. And man, I don't know where he went. The dogs were after something over there earlier. I'm going to guess that's what they were after, because they ended up in the barn and came out with nothing. And we're having fun. We actually have some paneling that we're going to put in on the concrete wall behind the TV. You know, little bugger's going to drive me crazy. I figured for sure I'd see him when I stepped outside. Hi, guys. So, anyway, take 2 pieces to do it. And I fudged up. One piece was 48 by 60. So I won't make it to the floor. Needed another 20.5 inches to make it to the floor. Problem is, it needs to be 40.5 wide. I realized. Cut the big piece. Ty was painting it. Becky helped me cut the little piece. And she took it in. I said, yeah, make sure it fits just because, you know. Guess what? It says it don't fit. I go back in, I measure, I look cross-eyed at the tape measure. I see 42.25 inches. That's what it should be. I measure the deal. It's 42.25 inches. I set it up there, it's 2 inches too long. So the little piece has now been cut, but the big piece we're waiting for the paint to dry so we can cut it. And then hopefully get them up, and she wants me to get the TV mounted to the wall. Yay. I mean, oh, fun. But I came down here because I remembered these girls scarfed up all their minerals, so I'm going to mix some more mineral up for them. Then I'm going to go check the cows and see if they still have any left. Dang, camera wouldn't turn on. There's a frog. I'm probably in the way. Underneath the edge of that 4x4. Pretty good sized one too. He's like almost the size of the palm of my hand. Nothing like them little buggers from last night. And Ty decided the paint's dry enough, so instead of getting mineral out, go get that cut. It's a wonderful day. That tree ain't moving too much, but some of them are moving quite a bit. I'm working on getting those pieces of paneling up. And there's not much for nailers on that wall. I can get to part of one on the stove side, but the other one's like 6 inches underneath the other panel. And I got a strip at the top I can deal with. I need me probably a piece of that right there. About 3/4 by 3/4 to lay in there. And I got to get down into there and get my little air compressor. If I can use the nailer. I'd rather do that than trying to screw this stuff up. And I think that's straight enough. I just gotta cut it off to length and go set it up, pop a couple nails in it. Got some place to nail the paneling to. So yay! Yay, yay. And I guess up at Ty and Maury's and up at Brooke and Matt's, it's been like this all day. I mean, here it's been hit and miss, but it's lightened up a little now. When I walked over here, it was flat out dumping. Now I got to get back in it. Hey, look, it's not raining. So, got her paneling up on the wall. Currently, the template for the TV mount is taped to the wall. It's like, I got to get feeding done before it gets much later. So, get my feeding done. Drill some holes in the concrete. Using their 5/16 concrete screws that I used in the bedroom. Yeah. Hi, Wally. Hi, Cowboy. Got that all laid out, ready to go. Got the drill bit marked so I don't go too deep. He always thinks it's that hole. That's where the mineral bucket's supposed to be. And Becky is supposed to be getting a vacuum cleaner out so I can keep the vacuum going while I'm drilling. I don't think you guys need any hay tonight. Cool. They're kind of sporadic on their hay. For a little bit it was, one would be empty in the morning, one would be empty in the evening. They'd have the same amount in them when I walked out of the barn morning and night. So And yeah, that float's still fudged up, but I only got that faucet on it, barely a trickle. He goes and drinks out of it. It probably takes it an hour and a half to fill back up. But anyway, if I don't get too late before I get done, I might show you what it looks like. Talking with Will at Faraway Farm on his video, told him what I was working on. He says, I hate TV mounts. Yeah, as long as it holds the TV and stays up there, I really don't care. Frickin' mosquitoes down. Don't need them picking on me. Need to eat more garlic, I guess. Go eat some mineral with the cows. There's garlic in that. So, anyway, if I bring you back, I bring you back. If I don't, well, hope you all had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Monday. And yeah, just because it's blue means absolutely nothing. It could be pouring again in 5 minutes. But we're, according to that one down there, we're pushing 3 inches for the month. And that's probably the one I'll go by when I write it down for the month. Thanks for watching, everybody. There it is on the wall. Look, floor in here and a cat. Step around here, it'll probably get dark. Yep. So I got concrete bolt in this slot, and maybe you can see it. 2 slots each side on top, 1 slot each side on the bottom, and it's up there. We gotta tie the cords up yet, but there it is. For some reason, the sound bar isn't putting any sound out, just the TV. I don't know why. Maybe the sound bar's a piece of shit. She's thrilled. It's up. I had to run the concrete bit back in the holes a second time, like I did on a couple of those in the bedroom, holding that board to the wall. And then I had to work every one of them in and out before I got them all the way in. So there you go. It's up. And yes, Will, I agree with you. But hey, hopefully it holds up.